Hey, good morning, guys. From Bedrock SMP. I just built Slack Lizard's giant portal ticking gold farm last night. Ran it for a little bit, and we already have 52 blocks of gold, guys. It's crazy. And I'm fully decked out in netherite. It's been 4 days on this realm, and me and Barry just crushed this so much. While I was doing this, here, I'll show you actually, because it looks pretty crazy. I came up and I saw this and I was like, whoa. He set up every single brewing stand we found in the end and just started firing up fire resistance potions. And then he took off into the nether and started mining and came back with all the netherite that we needed, guys. All of the ancient debris that we needed. And then we had a bunch of gold already that he was able to turn it into ingots. Him and one of the other guys went and cleared out a bastion, got us templates. So we are stacked and, you know, ready to go. Ready to take off and do some good stuff on this world, nice and quick. You know, we don't have to waste weeks on the early game grind. Like, this took a few days and we're ready to go. I love it. This is so awesome, guys. But before I take off and go build a giant creeper farm and start my theme park, I need to finish this. I want this to look good. So I'm going to finish building the hill mountain here, you know, get some flowers on it, maybe a tree or something. And then I'm thinking right here-ish. I'll have to actually check. Because the way Slack Lizard designed this, it isn't like the most user-friendly setup. You know, it's hard to get to the spots that you need to get to. You know, so we're going to build around this, basically, to have easy access to everything. Like, this is where you turn everything on, right? And throw your tridents. So, I want right here to just be a drop. You know, I'm going to put a door in the hill that leads into a drop. Just drops you down right here so you can turn it on, turn it off. And then the AFK spot is right here, inside this little room. I just threw some glass on here, just in case like a skeleton wandered in from somewhere and was shooting me. But yeah, you AFK right here. So my goal today is to make this look a little better, make it easier to use. And yeah, I mean, you can tell I didn't really have the best planning here, guys. It is not really. It ended up being in the different direction than I thought it would be. Basically, I thought the portal would be going this way, but once I put the pumpkin down and actually checked the directions, you know, I realized it was going to be going this way. So it didn't really fit the space as well as I thought. I had to carve out a spot here to get the rest of the portal to fit. So it looks like poop right now, guys. I do not like this at all. So just picture this with me, though. You know, it'll just be a big hill with our nether portal here on the side. Everything covered up and pretty, more sunflowers everywhere. So you won't even be able to see it from above. And then, you know, easy... Oops, I gotta eat. Easy entrance here that drops us down to the actual farm itself. You know, and then... in here, I'll either have stairs that lead down to the AFK spot or some scaffolding or something to make it a little easier. Maybe try to decorate it a bit. You know, I'm already picturing like copper grate walkways or something that we walk on instead of just the crazy scaffolding that I have here. But it works, and that's the main thing. It works. The item filter system works. So yeah, today I'm making this look good, making it easy to use, and our furnaces need fuel. We've just been throwing slabs in there because we had a bunch of them from deleting this village. For now, just to test it, that's what we were using. But I want to build a little kelp farm over here with some smokers that feed right into it so that I don't have to worry about fuel for this ever. And we might even have extra fuel that we can use for other stuff too, you know. Those kelp farms produce quite a bit in Bedrock with the zero tick thing. So, yeah. Not quite sure if I did this right, but on the Valhalla realm I'm on, the guys put a light block every few blocks down the portal like this. And it's supposed to help with lag, with light updates or something. I'm not 100% sure in that, guys, on the terms and stuff. But I don't have frog lights like they use, so I just threw pumpkins on there for now, jack-o'-lanterns, since we have this ginormous pumpkin patch still. Yeah, and oh my gosh, guys, with the... Oh, that's right. I got to show you my wither killer, too. That happened. So, with the haste beacon, or I'm sorry, the speed beacon, and our fancy axes. Look at this. Look how fast it is to clear these pumpkins. It's almost like too fast. Like you break the stalks too often. And, you know, you have to replant them. But me and Barry were thinking, like, the first night that we did this, this would be a fun game. Like, you can make this a game. Who can harvest the most pumpkins fastest? You know, and if you break a stalk, you lose points. Or you lose time because you have to replant them. You know, like, something like that could be really fun. And then mix in some mobs in the mix. Like, there's creepers walking around in the field, so you have to be really quick and keep moving, you know? Something like that would be awesome. I don't know, I'm just thinking stuff now. But yeah, I just wanted to show you with the haste beacon, or the speed beacon, and a good axe, you can just plow through those pumpkins like crazy, guys. But let's go take a look. Where are we going here? Oh, I got all the beehives up. Somebody gave me another one. I forget who it was. I think it was Joker. Gave me another one, so we got them on each side now. I've been a little lazy about harvesting, though, guys, honestly. But let's head down to the mines. Hold on. You know what? I want to credit this person because they did, obviously, such a wonderful job. This video is about 4 years old. Let me find it. It's called Easy Peasy Wither Squeezy. Best Wither Killers for Bedrock by Rufus Atticus. Rufus Atticus. This guy took the time. It must have taken a long time, and just the brain power to be able to figure this stuff out, man. I love this kind of stuff. Guys like this make this game so much better for all the rest of us and easier, you know? But he figured out that in every single world, the bedrock layers are the same. Or just about. You know, I'm not quite sure how that works. But if you go to specific spots, like he used this algorithm to find all the spots, and he has a big list with all the spots, guys. But you can go to these spots and summon in a wither, and it will get suffocated in the bedrock and die. And you don't have to do anything at all. And like I had known about this. Man, I'm going to run out of rockets showing you guys this. I always do this to myself. He gets stuck deep down in the mine, showing you guys something, and running out of rockets. Anyway, yeah, like I had known about this idea and the concept for a while, but the one I used was this one video I saw that, you know, it's a spot that's kind of close by spawn. I thought that was the only way you could do this, but no, these spots are all over the world, guys. All over the world, and they're pretty easy to find. You just have to dig down to the coordinates on this list, which it looks, I know, you can tell I did a lot more mining, guys. I have a lot more diamonds. But anyway, so here's our spot. It's not too far from the base. I'm going to put in a minecart so we can just come really easily, you know, AFK on the way here whenever we want a beacon. But yeah, so you just put soul sand here, 3 here, and then the skull's right there. And then he spawns in here, gets trapped, and dies. You just walk in and collect it. Pretty neat. Pretty neat. I'm sure you guys are familiar with that, but I've never done one at these different spots. I didn't know this was a thing, guys. You have to find the right formation. Check out that video, you know, from that guy, Rufus Atticus, like I said. Easy peasy wither squeezy. He goes into all the science behind it. You know, how the wither spawns in a certain spot based on where the northwest skull is when you place it. And you need a certain amount of bedrock in a certain formation. But so cool, so simple. And maybe we'll do like a fun, you know, overworld wither fight at some point just to see how crazy it is. You know, I'd like to fly into him with some spears. I think that would be fun. But for now, we just wanted some beacons nice and quick to get started. So we took the cheesy route, and I suffocated him. That's it. But yeah, like I said, guys, I'm going to work on making that portal easy to use, make it look better. I don't need to go mining for a while now. I'm totally set on this world and ready to go, man. Awesome. Great start. I haven't had an awesome start like this on a fresh world ever. And it's just the cooperative playing with Barry. Like he's a awesome guy. He's really good at this game. And you know, like it's almost like we don't even really need to talk, really. Like he does one thing and I do the other thing, and they're both helpful things that, you know, like we share the results in the end. I don't know how to describe it. It's been awesome. Like I said, I'm new to this multiplayer experience. And I'm loving it, guys. It's going to be so much fun on this realm. And my power went out. But we're back. I looked at what I said, so the last thing I said was it's going to be a lot of fun on this realm. And that is already proven true. Like I said in episode 1, you know, I had so much footage of just me and Barry doing that early game grind and having fun playing the game that we both love, you know, that in the very beginning stuff. But it's a totally different experience multiplayer, guys. You know, I gotta be honest, like I was just being myself, you know, I wasn't censoring myself. I didn't even realize how much I was swearing and cursing and just, you know, saying things that I don't want to post, basically. And I hate that we have to do that, but I am very conscious that young kids watch Minecraft stuff, and I do not want to be somebody that pollutes young minds, period. So I'm going to try to be really careful about that. But it's going to limit how I make these episodes when I'm just hanging out with all the bros and goofing around, you know. I don't know if I'm going to be sharing a lot of that on this channel. Like I said, I might have to start up another channel for that, just for the full episodes, you know. But we're going to make this work, guys, and we're going to have some fun doing it. And, you know, I have some crazy builds in mind. It might be a while before we get to that, to the theme park, because I really want to help Barry set up the infrastructure on this world so that we have everything we need moving forward. You know, he has a big build planned. I have a big build planned. So if we take the time now to set ourselves up with all the farms we need, all the villagers, all of that stuff, it'll just be so much easier, guys. You know how it goes. That swamp village that's over there. I didn't even share this with you, but so when I forget what I was doing at the time, but Barry took our Eyes of Ender and he was going to go find the stronghold. I think I was getting supplies together for the gold farm. So he went to go find our stronghold. And I said to him, I'm like, dude, what are the chances that in like 10 minutes, you're going to tell me that you found it at that swamp village? And that's where it is, guys. It's at the swamp village over there. So that kind of ended up perfect. Because we kind of had ideas, like, since this is the iron farm, we don't want a bunch of villagers around here messing up iron golem spawns and stuff, since we don't really understand how that works. So that swamp village, that's going to be another trading hall where we do all of the trades that we need, right? So every other book that we want, all our clerics will be over there for the gold farm sales. You know, like that'll be our main hub for villagers, I guess is the way to put it. So that worked out perfect. The end's right there. You know, I already had ideas to make a nice drop down that drops us right into the portal. So you just, you know, walk into one of the houses in the village, open up a trap door, and just fall down through a hole right into the end. You know, you don't have to worry about stairs or running through the stronghold at all. Wow. Oh, man, I got a lot of height on that one. Ooh. But yeah, so busy plans, guys. And I still have a lot to do on Valhalla. But, you know, I rushed over there and I got a bunch done. I gave Anwan his canvas to do his redstone. He's working on that. We had, you know, the holiday time and stuff. Everybody's a little busy. And I had to do this too, so it's kind of worked out perfect. But yeah, I'm going to be getting back over there in the next few days, now that we're set up over here. And then I'll get to that, back to the fireworks factory, guys. And, you know, I want to walk you through the redstone, and I need to get walked through the redstone, because like I said, I don't really understand it all yet. It's so crazy and impressive, but it's gonna be awesome, guys, and we're gonna have a lot of fun. Look at this wheat field. It's so ridiculous, man. Like, if we decide that we need packed mud for anything, all we got to do is run through this field once and replant it, and we have enough packed mud and mud bricks to, like, pave a whole theme park. Which is probably what I'll end up doing. That's awesome. Alright, guys, I'll bring you back when I make a little progress on this. You know, I just got on this morning, and talking to you was the first thing I did. So I need to wrap my head around what exactly I'm going to do first, because I honestly don't know. I think lining up the doorway and getting that set up first might be smart. You know, so that we see the drop down where it's going to be, and then I can kind of work around from that. Because I want to be able to drop I'll probably extend this out a little bit. Yeah, I'll probably extend this out and have us drop down right here, like right in front of this lever. And right by the chest that I keep the tridents in. Because I'm OCD and I don't like leaving the tridents in here. Ever. You know, sometimes they fall down. I've had them despawn sometimes. Or somebody will walk by and pick them up and not realize it, and then they have them in their bags or something. I don't want that to happen. Yeah, so they're going to be hanging out right here. I want people to drop down, be able to grab these, throw the tridents, turn it on, and then drop down to the AFK spot easily. You know what? We might have to do bubble columns up and down just so we can get back up here to turn it off, you know? And then there will be another bubble column up to leave. Yeah, right? That sounds like that makes sense. It's a lot of bubble columns, though. And I gotta try to make it look good, guys. Which, my first thought is the copper grates. Bubble columns with copper grates. Or the shelves. Yeah, maybe that... I had this one video on my channel. It's bubble column aesthetic using the shelf. And it looks really cool. That might look really good in here. Big tower bubble columns with the shelves. We'll have to see. I'll think about that. I'll bring you guys back once I make some progress. Hey guys, progress has been made. I'm sitting here mending up in the AFK spot, which looks like this now. I moved the enchanting setup down here. So, I mean, you could just stand here, get experience, and reach the enchanting table and, you know, do everything you need. Okay, so you go out this way. Kelp farm. That's what's fueling the furnaces. They're still looting for now. Yeah. We'll go up there in a second and I'll show you that part of it. But I added the kelp farm, this little walkway to reach it. What else did you not see? This needs to be replaced with powdered snow. But I haven't found any yet. Then it'll be totally silent when you fall and you'll take no damage at all, even if you don't have feather falling. Right? But if we head up here, here is the trident killer. So this is like the brains of the room, you know? Brains of the farm. Turn that off real quick. It's quite loud, I know, but let's let these guys get tridented real quick. Is that a word? Tridented? I don't think so. But, okay, that's good enough. Alright, so turn it off there. You know, you can see the portal from here. It's not really pretty out there. But, most of what you can see looks good. You know, I tried to do that at least. You know, in Slack Lizard's tutorial, he uses glass for all of this. I don't quite know enough about redstone to know which blocks I can switch out and have as solid blocks, so I don't want to mess with that at all. But it kind of looks cool. It's like you can see down below down there. Maybe eventually I'll put some stuff down there, or a bunch of skulk or something, you know, just to make it more spooky. I don't know. But I ended up using the shelves for this bubble column here. Uh-oh, I don't want that to happen. Okay. That's not a really good spot for that, I guess. People might be losing their tools when they go up the bubble column. But anyway, so you drop down here. No, you can turn it on. Keep the tridents in here to be safe. Drop down to that's the AFK spot down there. And when you're ready to leave, you just head on up. And we're right here. This is what I came up with for the entrance. Nothing too big and fancy, but I really like the glow lichen on glass here in front of the shroom lights. That looks neat. I saw that in like a hide and seek video. Forget who did it. It might have been Green. But it looked really cool. So, stole that idea. Yeah. That's pretty much what I've got done, guys. And I'm starting to... Oh, I got some floaters up there. I missed some logs. Jungle logs. But, creeper supplies. We got the 4 tridents ready to go. Mended up. Impaling on them. I started collecting glass. I have all of the ice I need. Just went and grinded that out last night, guys. And then all of the wood that I should need for buttons and trapdoors. If we need more, I have so many saplings from farming those that, you know, I might bring a stack of saplings with me just in case. I can just grow some more trees there. But the rest that's needed for this farm is mostly glass. I need to get more glass. I need to set up a better furnace array too. I've just been using these 4 and it's taken forever. I might just hook up a super smelter real quick. Glass, all the redstone stuff I should have in my box already. It's not crazy redstone complicated. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna have to bring some iron because you need a couple mine carts, and I think it was a chest mine cart. So yeah, that's it, guys. We're looking good. I might be able to start the creeper farm today. And there are 2 ice biomes to choose from. There's one that way and one that way, and they're both about the same distance away. So I'm gonna spend a little time today. I don't have enough rockets to really fly around and look, but I might take this guy here or just go, you know, on a, if I can do it here, might just go on a little lunge trip. I've been using lunge a lot to get around. I had a lot of extra meat from all the sheep and cows I've been breeding, and I burned through like 3 stacks of mutton just lunging around everywhere, you know. But it works. It's so awesome to be able to do that when you don't have that crazy high amount of rockets to start, you know. We're still kind of at the stay up at night, kill a few creepers to get some rockets stage. And oh yeah, I'm the only one on right now, so I can get some more gunpowder tonight. Just gonna run around out here in the dark right when it gets dark. You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna do that before I take off, looking for, I gotta find a desert for sand, and I want to scope out those 2 ice biomes a bit better today. Oh, you know what? Let's see if I can get those floaters from here with a good glide. Oh yeah, look at that, man. Nice. Okay. Yeah, this was my morning, guys. I woke up and just started chopping trees. But the gold farm is kicking butt. I ran it AFK for the first time last night after I had like all the furnaces set up and everything. I made sure all the storage was ready to go. There was enough fuel to last the night. And I woke up to 8 stacks of gold blocks, guys. 8 stacks. It was enough to make a bunch of golden apples. I gave some away to people. And I have, here we go, all of this left after going crazy today and making a bunch of golden apples. More gold than we're ever gonna need. So that farm is pretty much obsolete already. It's crazy. One night of AFK and I'm set on gold. You know, I'm sure other people will want to use it maybe or something, but that's so much. I love that farm. I'm so glad that I got to build it so early on the world. I've never been able to do that. But like I said, like the cooperation with Barry, you know, him grinding one part of it, me grinding the other, like we just got everything we needed for it really fast. Okay, buddy, come on. Alright, guys, I'll bring you back when I figure out what I'm going to do next. Alright, guys, I started the creeper farm. This is Mike Homer's split density creeper farm. Silent Whisperer did a showcase on it with a full tutorial. That's what I'm following. So I'm not going to show you this build really. You know, since it's a tutorial, you can go follow the tutorial if you want to see it. But this is going to be awesome. This thing is huge. It's massive. It's the best gunpowder farm for Bedrock, tutorial at least, that you can find. You know, until you start getting into custom stuff. As far as I know. But yeah, I'm going to build the whole thing, guys. It's going to be massive. And we're not too far from our little strip over there. So it's about, what, 3,500 blocks away, maybe? Yeah. Not too bad. Won't take too long to get here in the nether. And Emerald Princess, who you haven't met yet, lives really close to here. And that's where Cafe Berry is. Guess that's a tradition on this realm. They make a Cafe Berry. And it looks really cool. There's some inns in there. Or it's like part of like an inn. So there's rooms there, you know. She has a bunch of food and stuff. And it's awesome. We're going to go visit there for sure. And have some fun with her. But that's cool because she can, you know, come get her gunpowder right here real quick. Or AFK it for us at some point, you know. Yeah, I wanted to find ice spikes, frozen ocean that wasn't too close to the other biomes where nothing spawns, you know. So this is the biggest one I found. I checked out another one first. It was way too small. Like there was the frozen plains right next to it where nothing spawns. That would hurt our rates probably. But yeah, guys, this is going to be awesome. So real quick, I'll just walk you through what I have of this before I build it all. So this is your AFK spot up here. And that's all I got. So you stand right here, and when you're right here, you're in between 4 chunks. So it's like perfectly aligned. There's going to be a big multi-layered farm over here and another one on this side. I think it's 16 layers on each side. It's crazy, but the experience all gets funneled up the bubble column right to you. And the rates are so crazy on this farm that it actually is a really good like mending experience farm that gets you gunpowder at the same time. Pretty awesome. This is the one that on the Harry Potter world I built half of one side of it. So this is going to be 3 times as big as what I had. Right? I don't even think I built a full half of that side. It was maybe like a third. It's crazy. But I have all of the materials ready to go right down here, guys. Everything. All of my tridents, mine carts. You know, this is all the tech stuff. Trees in case I run out of logs, but I shouldn't because this one's full. This was mostly full. This was the glass. Dirt. These are all ice. And then my solid blocks. I might have to go get more stuff, but I'm hoping not, guys. You know, I triple checked everything, so hopefully I don't have to go all the way back to get stuff. But you know, if I do, oh well, it's not the end of the world. I'll bring you guys back when this is running, or if anything interesting happens. Okay, so I'm grinding this thing out. You know, I'm building a few layers on each side, then getting a few more on the other side. Just so I can take advantage of the split density. But anyway, look at this guy. It looks like a zombie nautilus spawned. So I guess they spawned with the riders on them, maybe. In my bubble column? I don't know. Do I need a light down here? I'm guessing I need a light down here, probably. But look at him up there. That's so funny. Wonder if he gets me a trident. That would be awesome. Oh, I don't have my sword. Oh, hey, dude. You can't... Oh, you can attack. You can attack pretty hard, too. Okay. Whew. Did he drop it? He did drop one! And this guy's stuck in the water here. So, I need some armor for him. Wait, there's a roof above this, right? Okay, hold on. Hey, come on up, man. Oh, that's so funny. Oh, do I have a name tag? I don't think I have a name tag yet. Oh, man. He's going to despawn, guys. Isn't he? He's going to despawn, isn't he? What if I put him on a lead? If I put him on a lead and tie it to a fence, will he stay then? This is just too perfect. Like, he just came right up to me. Wait, do I have name tags in this bundle? Oh my gosh, if I do, that would be crazy. No. Alright, but I do have leads and fence posts. So let's just see. Let's just see, you know? If anything, I'll be right there. Maybe he won't despawn if I'm right here working. And then, I can have Barry come bring us some name tags. And I think he has an armor he found in the ocean already, too. So, we're just going to put him right there. If he's on a lead, he shouldn't despawn, right? That's what I think. That's what I'm going with. But that was too perfect. Like, he just came right to us. Man, that's so cool. Anyway, I wanted to share that with you guys. That was the most exciting thing that's happened so far today. But, as you can tell, I'm on the grind. I'm getting this done today. This is already producing way more gunpowder than I need personally. I have stacks and stacks of rockets already just from testing like 3 layers at the same time. So let me build the rest of this out, guys. It's gonna be quite a few hours of building though. Look at all these layers I still have left. But once it's done, I'm gonna bring you back and show you it in operation if you haven't seen this thing yet. It is awesome. I saw it on Valhalla, and now I'm building it on Bedrock SMP. There's something super peaceful about building in this biome at night when it's snowing. No, I had that same vibe when I was doing the Christmas tree on Valhalla. But, quick update. I've been flying around, like I have to fly out to despawn mobs when I switch sides and stuff. And that guy's still there, hanging out. All good. But I lit up down here so that another one doesn't spawn. But I wonder if they can spawn in these blocks right there that are dark. I don't know. We'll have to see. But every time I get to this point where I have a roof over my head, 2 blocks, and it's ice, I end up doing this a bunch, guys, and just running around as fast as I can. That's it. Makes me feel like a little kid. Here it is. Both sides of Mike Homer's split density creeper farm for Bedrock. Every single layer. I did it, guys. And it is ridiculous. I tested it for a little over 2 hours. We have 6 shulker boxes full of gunpowder. All of these stacks. And a stack and a half of ink. Because the squid are still spawning, which is perfect. I need that for concrete. That's just a bonus. But look at this thing, guys. I've never built a farm this big before in this game. I've never had something that produced this much per hour. It's crazy. And it's so efficient that I need to learn how to build a shulker box loader. Because it took way too long to load all these boxes up by hand, guys. I'm going to have to change this up a little, I think, and maybe drop it down like 8 blocks, extend it out, and just put a big, well, it won't be too big because they're tileable, but a shulker box loader with a item filter system to grab the inks. And my OCD is going to kick in, guys, because there was a little bit of rotten flesh, like 6 pieces of rotten flesh mixed in. So there's 1 or 2 buttons missing somewhere. I gotta find them. That's gonna be a pain in the butt. You know, just gotta check each layer one at a time. Oh yeah, but I gotta do that. I don't want any zombie flesh mixed in with this stuff, even if it's just a little bit. It's so crazy, guys. I can't believe I actually built this thing. I've never built anything this big before, farm-wise. And it is going to propel us forward in this server and make it so we can just start going crazy right away. You know, everybody wants rockets. They're all going to be buying these. And I don't have to worry about rockets at all. I can fly around like crazy, which is one of the things I'm going to be doing next, guys. Now that I have all these rockets, I need to go find my site for the theme park. I haven't really explored much yet, except for finding this spot. And then looking for a little bit of sand earlier, and then that swamp village, which was right by our spot. You know, I haven't been too far out. This is the farthest out I've been, I think. So I got to find our spot. And then me and Barry are going to get a shopping district going. Just, you know, pick out a spot and get something, a pop-up shop or something there, so that people know where to build. Yeah, that's about it, guys. I think this was an awesome start for the first week on this realm. 2 giant farms that are gonna give us more than we need to get a very good start on this world, guys. How did he get all the way down here already? Wasn't he way up there? Huh. Anyway, look at this thing. And you know what? I think if I get rid of this mountain here. No, I went up high enough. That should be higher than simulation distance, or whatever that's called, I think. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Got so much already. It's crazy. One night of AFK on this thing, and all of those chests are going to be full, which is ridiculous to think about, guys. Think about that. Think about how many... That's 1, 2, 3... 18 shulker boxes. Man. We're going to have some fun on this realm, guys. See you next time.